Thank you, Breezy. Thank you, band. It's one of my favorite songs. Favorite songs. Thank you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Own the day. Own the day. One of my favorite writers, poets, essayists is Ralph Waldo Emerson. And I was reading a little bit of Emerson and came across this writing of his. He says, write it on your heart that every day is the best day, and no one owns the day who allows it to be invaded with fret and anxiety. Finish every day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. Begin it. Begin it well and serenely, with too high a spirit to be cumbered with your old nonsense. This new day is too dear, with its hopes and invitations, to waste a moment on the yesterdays. Yeah. Write it on your heart. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day, and no one owns the day who allows it to be invaded with fret and anxiety. This new day is too dear, with its hopes and invitations, to waste it a moment on yesterdays. So I want to talk about owning the day. Owning the day. This is my day. And I am the only one who can own my day, but I am also the only one who can waste it. I'm the only one who can give it away. I'm the only one who can let someone take my day. If someone took my day, it was because I handed it over. I turned it over to them and I said, oh, please don't take my day. Here, here, here. Please don't hurt me. Here, here, here. And then, because I attracted that to begin with, I attracted someone who would take my day and who would hurt me and do all of these kinds of things, then that's what I get. But I did that. I think it is so important for me right now to remember that I am in charge of my life. I am the creator of my life. I'm thinking about my new class in September, and I'm thinking about just doing a class, Create Your Life. Just create your life. Create your life. You're the one who is in charge of creating your life. I'm the one who's in charge of creating my life, all the way from my reactions and responses to circumstances to gathering up the very molecules of form to have the manifested experience in my life that I choose to manifest. I am the one who is gathering up the energies, the intentions, the beliefs, the thoughts, the words, the actions that have the actual molecules of form show up as my experience. And when I do that consciously, when I say, I own this day, this is my day, I own it. When I do that consciously, then my day shows up the way that I want it. We have a group going down to South Carolina to watch the Panthers do their preseason training. And I look at football, I love football because I think that it's such a demonstration of intent. No National Football League team goes out on the field, you know, that grassy area, without owning that game. They own the field, they own the uprights, they own the balls, they own every person, whether it's their team, they own the other team. And tell them where they can and cannot go and how they can and cannot play. They're using all of this mind power to claim their experience, to own the game, and to win the game. Whenever I've seen teams interviewed about big games that they've lost, they always say things like, our head wasn't in the game. We couldn't wrap our head around the win. We lost before we ever took a step. Because we create our experience. That's what I love about the Science of Mind teaching, is that it gives all of the power to the individual regardless of what circumstances they find themselves in. I love to get emails from people in other countries that don't have the socioeconomic support that we do, and they're still demonstrating money and health and opportunity and joy and love. They're still doing that because law is law. It doesn't matter where you are or what is happening. The power is within us. We are the ones that decide what kind of a day we're going to have. Whether we gave it away the moment we awakened, oh, what a terrible day it is. So many things are out to get me. We just gave our day away, and then we wonder why we live a day not of our liking. When we can claim the day, when we can own the day, when we can own our life, when we can own our experiences, it doesn't matter what's going on around us. It doesn't matter whether the team is the number one team in the league. It doesn't matter whether we're the underdogs. It doesn't matter whether things didn't go the way I thought they should go. It doesn't matter because we have our head wrapped around our life. And people say, oh, well, I'm getting my whole life together. I don't want to get my whole life together. I want to get my moment together. I want to get my day together. Because if I get my day together, my life will fall into place. And sometimes I think people make these big goals so that they will never be achieved, so that they really don't have to do anything. Let's just make it our moment. Let's make it our day. There's a very popular program that does one day at a time. That's because that's about as much as you can really do. And then let's let it go. Well, I thought that I was going to win the lottery and the numbers came through and it didn't happen, so I just won't even try anymore. No, let it go. Start anew. Look around. When you do that, then you bring forth into form the actual quarks of atoms, of electrons that come together vibrationally to match other vibratory patterns and show up in form. If we're going around going, I'm a victim, I'm helpless, I'm hopeless, all is lost, and then we get mad because that's the only way we know how to deal with it, when we give our power away, and then we get mad because we feel powerless, we are the only ones that gave our power away because we are the only ones who have our power. For that matter, we don't even give it away. We pretend that we don't have it to begin with. Well, there's nothing I can do. Life is just happening to me. These things are out of my control. Nothing is happening to us. Nothing is out of our control because we are powerful, creative, spiritual beings alive and well on planet Earth. We are the ones who have all of our answers. We have all of our guidance. We have all of the opportunity that we ever need. Paracelsus. Truth lies within ourselves. It takes no rise from outward things, whate'er we may believe. There is an innermost center in everyone where truth abides in fullness, and to know consists rather of opening out a way from which the imprisoned splendor may escape, rather than effecting entry from a light supposed to be without. Robert Browning. Truth lies within ourselves. It takes no rise from outward things, whate'er you may believe. Nothing can give you truth. There's an innermost center within everyone where truth abides in fullness. Not partial truth, not half-truth, fullness. And to know requires that we open up and let it out instead of try to get it from things outside of us. Trying to get people to do things, trying to get situations to match my image of what I think I want. No, we are the only ones that have our answers, and we have to let them out. We are the only ones that have the solution to every problem, and we have to let it out. We have to trust our gut, that when it says don't do that, we don't do it. We have to trust our gut that what we have done has been the right thing for us to do to be where we are today. The truth is already within us because it is us. The question is, what are we going to do with it? Are we going to pretend that we're not here, not who we are? Are we going to dig a hole in the sand and bury our head and say, life just passed me by? Or are we going to embrace that light within us, that truth, that knowing, and let out our imprisoned splendor? Think about what's inside of you. There's a splendor inside of you. And if we let it out, truth will come out. The exact right timing, the demonstrations that we want, the knowing and the belief and the faith that all is well, it'll come out. As long as we're not going around trying to get it from someone else. This is so easily seen in relationships. I need my love, so I will pick this person and I will ask them to love me. Please love me, please love me, please love me, please love me. Has anybody been in a relationship like that? I feel so empty that I'm hoping you will fill me up. And I will chase you around to the far ends of the planet to try to get my empty love bucket filled up by you. The problem is that number one, your love bucket is not empty. Number two, they don't have your love. Nobody has anything of yours. You have your stuff. You are perfect, whole, and complete. And what that means is that nothing is missing, nothing is lacking, nothing is wrong, that you have all that you need for this given moment. Let go of the moment that just passed. Yeah, you screwed up, everybody does. Let it go. Move on. Have a now moment. When we can let go of the past, we can start fresh and clear every day. We can remember who we are. We can be that being that we have always been meant to be. As long as we're not dragging ourselves down by judgments, blame, shame. Oh, can you believe I did that? Yeah, I can believe you did that. I can believe I did it too. We do that. We're humans. We're not going on a straight line. We kind of zigzag our way to enlightenment. And that's okay. That's part of the process. So let it go. So what? So what if we messed up? So what? The only person who's beating ourselves up for it is us. Let it go. Truth is in us, not blame, not shame. There is something amazing if we will but own the day. If we will not give up on this day because of yesterday. If we will not give up on this day because of tomorrow. This is the only day we can own, but we can own it. We don't have to be at effect of what is happening in the world. We don't have to be at effect of how much gas we've got in our car or what our neighbor's dog is doing. We don't have to be at effect of that. We can own this moment. And by owning this moment, we can own the day. And by owning the day, we can own the life. We can own the world. Because we had the discipline to focus right here and right now. You know, when you're feeling badly about something that you've done, it takes a lot of courage and strength to let it go. I like that old, it wasn't the Etch-a-Sketch, it was something where you marked on it and you peeled the plastic up and then you got a brand new clean piece. I think we should do that regularly. Just take the plastic and pull it up and put it back down and go, okay, all of that is gone. It's completely gone. I have a fresh slate to create my moment anew. But we don't. We want to bring all the old stuff. Well, Barbara, you don't know what my childhood was like. Oh, I probably do. I probably do. I probably have heard stories that would make you feel sorry for those people. So you don't know what my childhood was like. You don't know what my situation is like. Don't you know I'm looking at being evicted and I don't have any money and I don't have any place to go and I'm scared to death. So what? Pull your plastic up. You get to start anew. You get to claim your day by claiming your moment. I'm referring to that because I just got an email from someone in Australia who was in that same situation. And she's telling me how everything is working out perfectly. Because she can focus on this now moment, claim the day. What do you want? Do you want a day of happiness? Claim it. Own it. Your happiness doesn't come from outside. Happiness always comes from within. You want a day of joy? Own it. Bring it. Bring it on. Sing, dance, jump up and down. Have a happy day. Have the best day ever. I don't know if I got that from Emerson, But wow, wasn't that great? That every day is the best day ever. Thank you, Ralph. But nobody's going to hand it to us on a silver platter because it's not theirs to give us. That's where we go astray. We think that we've got to get our safety, our freedom, our prosperity, our love, our joy from this situation. And as soon as we do that, we set ourselves up for failure. Because the only place it comes from is within us. Every athlete, every salesperson will agree that it is their intention and their belief that determines how their experience comes out. Whether it's a game, whether it's, who was it, Arthur Ashe, the inner game of tennis. Do you remember how mind-boggling that was? There's an inner game of tennis? It's not just hitting a ball back and forth. No, it's all about what you have going on in your head. I love the Olympics, and I loved it when Michael Phelps would sit there and just go like this with his headphones on, and he'd be getting ready to jump in that pool. Nobody was allowed to talk to him. Nobody was allowed to come near him because he was getting his head wrapped around the race. He was owning the race, owning the pool, owning the other swimmers, owning the lane, owning the turns. He owned that, and so he won every last one of them. Do we want to win at life? Then we've got to own it. We've got to take it. We've got to get it. Not wait for someone to give it to us. Not wait for someone to fit our unreasonable, idealized images of what they should do. That person didn't say what I thought they were going to say. Deal with it. Let it go. Move on. People say that about me. Well, this is my favorite. Well, you're a minister. And I'm keeping it clean right now. I believe the phrase would be, so what? So what? What is it? It's my job to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. We have amazing opportunities every moment of every hour of every day. But the only one who can give it to us is us. It is always about us. It's always inside of us. And when we allow ourselves to be reactive to anything on the outside, we have lost all of our power in life. We have given it all away. And then we go into I never had any power. I never had any control. I'm helpless. I'm hopeless. Oh, someone please help me. No one can help you. No one's coming to help you. You've already got everything that you need to create a magnificent life. And every time you let yourself get triggered, and take a deep breath, because some people are not going to like this. Every time you let yourself get angry, every time you let yourself feel like that person should not have done that, you lose your day. You just give it right away. Here, take my day, and in that, take my life. Take my life, and you aren't acting like I think you should act. And so I'm just going to give all of it away. That's stupid. It's just stupid. If I was in prosperity class, I would tell you, every time you get angry, you might as well take $100 bills out of your wallet and light them on fire. How long are you going to do that? Because it's costing you a fortune. It's costing you in physical health. It's costing you in your relationship, because people don't like to be in relationship with angry people. I'll just clue you in. Every time you go into judgment for yourself or for someone else, and I know it is so tempting. It is so tempting to get all righteous judgment. Well, I'm right and they're wrong. And strangely enough, on a brain chemistry level, I just got high doing that. I just got a chemistry hit doing that. But I paid a huge price for it. And so every time I allow myself to be at effect instead of cause, no matter how it looks like on the outside that I have every right to these feelings, I have every right to say this. I have every right to take that action. If I'm doing it out of upset, then I have lost. I've given away my power. I've given away my day. And by giving away my day, I have given away my life. I'm simply a puppet on somebody else's string. And the sad thing is that I strung myself up and gave somebody else the string. Please pull it nicely. We got to own the day. We got to own the minute. We've got to own the thought. We've got to own the word. We've got to own the action if we're going to own the life. We have received. I don't want to say that we have been given. We are a point of individualized expression of God itself in form, in us, as us, is us. And in that, we have received this amazing gift called life on planet Earth. Let's not waste it. Let's not throw it away because we don't really think we are who we want to be or believe we should be or believe we could be. You know, I think sometimes the imprisoned splendor within us scares us. I think sometimes it just scares us. And so we back up, we dig a hole, put our head in the sand, and say, I never had any power. I don't own the day. I don't even own the day, period. I can't do it. I shouldn't do it. And how long does that take to get out? For some of us, minutes. For some of us, years. Until finally we say, I just can't do this anymore. There is an imprisoned splendor within me, and it's my job to open up and to let it out. And when I open up and let it out, there is a truth that lifts me. And it says, you are amazing. You are God in form. You have all the power. You have all the light. You have all the love. You can do anything. And then we start pulling our head out of the sand, dust ourselves off, get ourselves up, and move on. We have a day this day. We'll get another one tomorrow, and we'll let today go. But we have a day this day. My question to you is, what are you going to do with it? If you've given it to someone else, take it back. Take it back. It's yours, not theirs. They cannot live your day better than you can. And if you haven't given it away, take a good look at it and say, what am I going to do with this day? And we start by asking, what am I going to do with this moment? Am I going to be amazing? Am I going to be powerful? Am I going to be prosperous? Am I going to be beautiful? Am I going to be wonderful? Am I going to be the individualization of God in form as me in all of its magnificence and all of its glory? And if the answer is yes, you will have an amazing life. And so it is. Hi, I'm Barbara Waterhouse.
And I'm John Waterhouse. Thank you for watching this message today.
Through our website, cslasheville.org, we have over 1,000 messages, classes, and New Thought books, all to download at no charge to anyone.
Producing this incredibly valuable collection of ideas is really making a difference in the world. It's changing lives everywhere.
Please go to our website, cslasheville.org, and click the Donate button. You can support this life-changing ministry, and when you do, we'll send you a note of thanks and also put you on our daily prayers.
By doing this, you're helping to raise the consciousness of people across the entire globe. We're changing lives together, those lives that are being more prosperous, more healthy, and more joyous. Thank you for being a part of this important work and supporting what we do here at CSL Asheville.
Thank you.